Hey guys, how's it going? It's Trieyx. It's been a Dragalia Lost video. Okay, so in today's video, they just released the 2.0 update, and my god, like they fixed so many things, like a lot of quality of life issues that they fixed and improved on, and it's insane. Like, oh my goodness, they did a lot of things that I really wanted them to do. So yeah, I'm gonna go through them in this video. There's a lot of things that I kind of want to talk about because I don't know, this update is so cool. Like, oh my goodness, like you rarely see a mobile game really do something like this. Like, I know a lot of mobile games, they have their own quality of life updates, but in terms of changing like basically how this entire game works, you don't say that too often. Not to say that doesn't happen. Like, I know some games they completely change, completely with updates. Like, I know like My Hero Academia Smash Tab, they actually changed the entire game. But yeah, this like Dragalia Lost, they basically change a lot of things, but without changing the game itself. So I'm gonna try to go through all the quality of life updates and then just basically give my thoughts on them. It's basically like one thing I don't like about this quality of life update, but it's nothing too crazy. Like, it's probably something to fix in the future, but yeah, let's go through let's go through the biggest thing first, which is the weapons and wormprint system. So yeah, so now the way weapons work is that, well, they obviously changed the UI, but you basically need to craft one weapon, and after you craft one weapon, you can basically go through here and then upgrade them, and you can also increase the amount of copies so you can use them. Like, for example, if I max this out, basically I can make it so all of my adventurers can, or like all 4 of my adventurers in the same party can use the sword. I only have one of them right now because I only had one of them before, but I think this is really cool. Not only that, but they changed the way wormprints work. So now weapons, you actually equip wormprints on them instead of the actual characters themselves, which is really cool. Also, weapons get weapon bonuses too. So I believe this sword gives me like 0.5 HP and 0.5 strength, for like, I think, sword characters. So yeah, that actually stacks. So if you get more swords, like if I like create some, I don't know, some random like core weapons, like all of these stacks. So like, for example, right here, okay, let's say for example the sword had the weapon bonus, it'd be like a 0.5, let's say. That would be 0.10 since I maxed out 2 swords. So all sword characters, I believe they get 0.10 like to the HP and to their attack, which is really cool, because that's definitely gonna help you a lot to increase your might, as well as increase your strength in your characters, so they do more damage, as well as they have more HP, so they can survive longer. So I think all of them have it. Yeah, all of these have the I upgraded them, all of them, but for the most part, copies is the one I didn't really upgrade because they cost a lot of rupee and materials, but they actually, I think they lowered the cost on these weapons. I believe when you create one copy back in the day with the Chimera weapons, it actually cost 15 million rupees for one copy, and they made it so now it costs 5 million, which is, oh my god, thank god it costs less. I'm like running out of money in this game. Like in-game currency, not like actual like money in real life. But yeah, it's crazy. Like, this is really cool. Like, I really didn't like the weapon system previously. Like, it was like really, it's not convoluted, it's just that it was really messy. Like, I had so many weapons, you had to create so many weapons in order to unlock them, like basically like awaken them, or I don't know what they call them. And then not only that, but if I need, if like I have 2 sword characters on my team, I need 2 swords. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta make some more, and my inventory is getting cluttered, and I'm like, oh, I don't really want to deal with that, and I was like, I'm just gonna like leave it there and not even touch it. Not only that, but like I said before, it costs a lot of money to make these equipments, and a lot of materials too. I'm not sure if they lowered the like material cost or not. But I only know is the money. The biggest thing, the money. That's the first thing I noticed. But I think the material is about the same. I could be wrong, but I think they're the same. So, yeah, it's insane. Another thing that kind of tripped me out is that, for example, these Chimera weapons, there's like 2 stages to them. So, it doesn't really tell you which stage you're in. The only way you can tell is if you... let me find one of them. I think it's this one. So, oh, no, not this one. I gotta find one. 19. That one's maxed out. Okay, I'm pretty sure one of these aren't maxed out. So let's go with this one. Yeah, not this one. Next one. Don't tell me I maxed them all out. Whatever. Okay, I think I maxed them all out. So yeah, the refinement right here. It basically unlocks it to the next level. So if you refine it, it basically brings you to stage 2. Like, you know how there was like that weapon tree. Now if you refine them, you basically go right into the next stage. So that's really cool. Unbinding is basically like, you know, awakening the weapons and unlocking like higher levels from them. So it's about the same. I think the cost is cheaper too, because usually the cost, like for these Chimera weapons, it costs you 15 million to make one of them. So in order to like unbind them, you need like 60 million, you know, rupees. So yeah, it's insane. Like, oh my god. I just love this update so much. So yeah, also right here they also have weapon abilities. So right here, like, you know how some swords and whatever weapons, they have their own like abilities. So once you fully unlock the sword or weapon or whatever, you actually unlock that ability. So you can use it whenever, like whatever equipment you guys use, you guys can select the ability, so you don't have to use that specific equipment with that ability like it used to. So I think that's really cool. I haven't unlocked anything. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff I gotta, you know, catch up on, since I did not have, like, I didn't really get the high dragon weapons, or the, I think they call them Agido. Not Gido, it's like, shoot, how do they pronounce it in the whatchamacallit, the digest, I don't know, whatever those weapons are. I haven't locked those weapons either, so most of these abilities are like those. But yeah, it's insane. Also, weapon bonuses, right? Oh yeah, right here. So these, like, I have 3 of these Chimera swords. So each one of them give me 0.5% for sword characters. So add them all up. I basically have 1.5% HP and 1.5% strength for sword characters, and that's just 3 of them. Like, it's insane. Like, they stack up over time, and I'm curious to see how much higher it gets. Like, maybe in the future it'll be like 100%. Your HP and attack will be doubled, which would be insane. But that would take like a very long time. So yeah, that's one of my favorite things about this update. Next one, the worm prints. So with the worm prints, it's kind of the same thing as the sword. I keep saying sword. It's kind of the same thing as the equipment. So basically, you only have 1 worm print. You can upgrade the copies, so you can use it multiple times in your team. Unbinding, same thing, basically awaken them, and then increasing the HP and strength is like leveling up the worm prints. So yeah, and also you can apply some augment on it, but I'm not gonna do it in that one. But that's really cool. Like same thing like the equipment. Like, my worm print inventory was full of like random worm prints, and it was a complete mess. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to touch that. Like, it's gonna take me like an hour or two just to like sort through every single one of them and to upgrade every single one of them. So I love this update. So like these the worm print and the equipment update. Oh my god, it is like one of the best quality like updates that this game ever done. So I'm really happy about that. The only thing I don't like about the worm prints is that, or at least the worm print update, is that they only kept the first skill or the first ability in the worm prints. So for example, the biggest one, at least for me, is the if I can find this somewhere, where It's somewhere here. Also, another thing, it's kind of hard to go through all this. Like, this list is so long. Oh god dang it! I don't know that, but yeah, this list is so long. It's kind of a pain to go through all of them. But yeah, the biggest thing is like, for example, this worm print got like the short end of the stick, but it only gives you a critical rate plus 14%. Back then, it used to give you, I believe, plus 40% axe skill damage or something, and then also the critical rate. So this was really good for axe users. But yeah, they only kept the first line or the first ability, so it's not really that great anymore. It's like still pretty decent, but it's not as great as it used to be. Like, half of these worm prints aren't as good as they used to be, which kind of stinks. But at the same time, I kind of like it because it gives you more variety. Like, you have to think a little more of what you should bring instead of bringing the same. Not the same, but you kind of bring the same worm prints anyway. But you basically use different worm prints than you used before, and I think I like that because you basically use the same worm print over and over again in the past. But now you can actually try different ones, and you know, overall you can basically use worm prints that you don't use before. So I kind of like it in that aspect, but I also don't like how, you know, made some or like half of these worm prints like not unusable, but not as great. So yeah, that's one of the things I didn't like as well. Also, another thing I didn't like about this update in terms of worm prints and I guess weapons too is the fact that they kind of reset everything, so I had to spend like an hour or two just to put back all these worm prints and weapons, and oh my god, it was such a pain. But that's nothing too crazy. But as someone who's really lazy, I didn't want to, like, I was like, oh my god, do I really have to do that? But for the most part, it's all fixed now, so it's not too bad. But you know, it's one of the things that you know, bothered me. But yeah, in terms of the updates, like the weapons and the worm prints, that's really good. I don't know everything about this update. Like, there's probably some things that I'm probably missed, but for the most part, that's kind of about it for the weapons and the worm prints. It's nothing too crazy. It's kind of relatively easy to get used to and like to know what to do. The game explains it really well, so yeah, it's nothing, you know, too confusing. The only thing that they changed is the art style, or I guess not really the art style, the models themselves. They kind of outlined them a little more. It kind of reminds me of like cell shading, so it's really cool. It definitely makes them pop more in the map. Like, sometimes the characters kind of blend in, so giving them more of an outline makes it like a lot more easier to see the characters, which is really cool. At first, when I first saw the whole cell shading thing, I thought that they're gonna cell shade everything, like even the maps and everything like that. I was like, oh my god, no, please. Like, if you guys play Kingdom Hearts 3, in the Winnie the Pooh world or the 100 Acre Woods, the entire world is cell shaded. And don't get me wrong, like, it looks good. It's just that if you look at it like, oh, for a long period of time, it kind of hurts your eyes. At least for me, anyway. It doesn't really hurt your eyes. It just makes you feel uncomfortable over time. Like, I don't know. It just a little weird. So I'm glad it didn't do that. But having these characters actually being outlined is really cool, and I like that a lot. Man, I didn't think I would like it as much as I thought it would. Like, originally when I first saw it, I was like, it's okay. But now that I you know, got used to it, it actually looks pretty decent. Like, I like it a lot, so I don't mind it. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's see what else do they do. For the most part, it's kind of about it. The biggest thing, which is not in this update yet, at least when I'm recording this video, and the one thing I wanted the most in this game is a sparking system, or they call it the Wyrmsigils system or something. Basically, if you summon a certain amount of times in a banner, if you don't get the character, like, you can actually pick them out. So, for example, each time you summon, you get one Wyrmsigil. If you accumulate, I believe, 300 of them, you actually get to pick out the characters, which is really cool. It's kind of the same thing as Dragalia.
You stupid.
It's kind of the same thing as Grand Blue Fantasy, where if you summon 300 times, you actually get to pick out a character. So they kind of took the system from Grand Fantasy into Dragalia Lost, which is really cool. So even tickets count towards the, or at least that's how Grand Fantasy works. The tickets count towards the sparking. So I'm assuming the same thing should work in this game, where the tickets should give you a Wyrmsigil. So right here I have 164 tickets. That's basically 164 Wyrmsigils. And then if I add in the tenfold, that's another 100 Wyrmsigils. So that's like 264. And then I do a couple more summons with my Wyrmite, and then boom, I have 300 Wyrmsigils. I can pick out whatever character I want. So that is really cool. Like, I've been wanting that system for such a long time in this game. Like, the rates in this game is not horrible, but at the same time, it's like it can be really bad. And I know some people, they spend a lot of Wyrmite and not even get the character they want. Like me, for example, I spent so much Wyrmite on Halloween Lissan, as well as Summer Cleo. I spent a lot on the latest Fire Emblem collab. Basically, I spent a lot, and I did not get the character. Like, I basically spent over, like, I did over 300 summons, and not even get a character I wanted. Like, with this new system, if I just did that 300 summon, I can pick out the character I want, and then be done with the banner. So I think that's really neat. It's been long overdue. At first, I didn't think they added the system because I didn't want to digest, so I kind of looked into Reddit, seeing the news, and they didn't really mention it. So I thought it wasn't in the game yet. I was like, it's been 2 years and they still haven't done this, but they actually did. It was in the video, so this is really cool. I love it a lot. So right here, I basically have enough to get like 2 I don't know what they call them. I'm gonna call them sparking. 2 sparking. So basically, I can pick out like 2 characters if I use all my summons. But now I'm gonna be a little more smarter with my Wyrmite now, because now, since they added this whole Wyrmsigil thing, I'm basically gonna, like, before each poll video, I'm gonna make sure I have enough to mercy or to pick out a character that I want, because I don't want to spend like do 200 summons and then not have enough to get the extra 100 to get the 300 to pick out a character. So I'm gonna be a little more smarter with that. And I would not be shocked if this game kind of lowers the amount of tickets and Wyrmite in the game, because with the whole Wyrmsigil thing, it kind of makes it so whales, they don't have to spend as much money. So I would not be shocked if they do something like that, but I highly doubt it, because I know Grand Fantasy, they have this system and they're still as generous as ever. So I really don't think they're gonna do that, but I would not be shocked if they do that, or at least lower it by a little bit, where it's not really too noticeable, but it could be noticeable. So I don't know. That's one of the things that I think they might do, but I don't know. At the same time, like, I highly doubt it. But honestly, the Wyrmsigil system, I don't really care if they lower the amount of tickets. Like, that that system is so good. Like, it is like a safety net. So I love that. Let's see, what else did they do? They really didn't touch the castle, which I'm pretty interested they didn't touch the castle. Another thing I also really wish they do in the future is that for the castles, I wish that you can, like, level up these these thingies. These shoot, what are they called? Whatever. I wish I could, for example, upgrade this flame altar like to level 40, like, without having to do it one at a time. Basically, I wish I could just upgrade this to level 40, and then the time can stack up. The materials can stack up to what it would be from level 35 to level 40, and then that way I don't have to keep doing it one at a time, because it's kind of tedious. And the times where I do upgrade them, for example, and then I accidentally hit the Wyrmite button or something instead of the hustle hammer, and that kind of it kind of sucked. Like, it happened to me like 2 out of like 5 times, and I'll be like, oh my god, I just lost like maybe like 500 Wyrmite just from that. So yeah, it's definitely an update I would love for them to do in the future. Let's see what else is there. Another thing that changed, well, it didn't change, but they added this new mode, Battle Royale, which I'm definitely gonna try out in the next video. But yeah, this is very interesting. I can't believe they added Battle Royale in this game. It's definitely a little weird, but it's definitely refreshing for sure, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. The thing is, people complaining about how people just go in the Battle Royale and they just lose on purpose to get the reward, which I guess in this game, or in the battle, or at least in the Battle Royale, I believe you get participation prizes. Like you get like 12 something, 12 or something. I don't know. What were 12 of the currencies? Oh, it's gonna bring me a cutscene. Oh, great! I didn't mean to do that. Okay, I'm gonna skip right through this. Like whatever. It's you're probably talking about new battle royale mode. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Okay, whatever. I'll watch it later if it's still there. But yeah, I'm gonna go check and see what the heck the currency even is. But basically, I think you need to get like 400 of the currency in order to get like one of the sunstones or something like that. So people are just like killing themselves. Oh shoot! What the? Oh no! What am I doing? Oh okay, I didn't mean. Oh, this is a tutorial. Okay, but basically, this is the new mode. I think it's really cool. I think you get these thingies. Like I still don't know how it works. I haven't tried it out yet. But right here, I can take out this. Can I take out the player? Oh yeah, so right here I'm attacking the player. So yeah, it's really cool. I like that a lot. Oh man, this will be very interesting. I'm definitely gonna make videos on this because this is really cool. Not only that, they added the whole miasma system. God dang it, where if you go too far into the map, you start taking damage. So yeah, this guy's chasing me. Oh, this NPC, not guy. He's chasing me. But yeah, you can basically select. Okay, so I think if you get these like those bronze things, you actually can level up some more. So yeah, very interesting. I haven't really played this yet, so I gotta definitely check it out. But oh shoot, I'm gonna die. Oh, never mind, I'm good. Okay, I don't want to do this right now. This video is not about the battle royale. Okay. Oh, it's gonna really make me fight. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave. I'll do this later. But yeah, that's basically about it for that. But whatever, you basically get a participation prize, and that participation prize is a little too generous. Oh wow, okay, I can actually, yes, right here. I think it's the battle points. So let's try to trade. Yeah, so right somewhere right here. I'll give it skins. Right here. So if you get 200 sunstones, 200 sunstones. If you get 200 of these battle points, you can get one sunlight stone. So people have been killing themselves, getting the minimum points, which is like 12, and then getting the sunstones like that basically. Not even playing the mode, which kind of defeats the purpose. Like I know someone said, or at least someone's complaining about that on Reddit. I think the best way to do the whole battle royale and make it so people actually play the game instead of just getting the minimum amount of the battle points, whatever, is to make it so anybody in the top 10 gets the rewards. And you can't just sit there and do nothing and get the the participation rewards. So I think that's really neat. Or maybe they can do top 5, but I think top 5 is too much. Like I don't know, maybe top 10. This is when you get the points. That way people actually have to play the game instead of just sitting there and farming these things. So yeah, I think this season as well. So I think every month it'll be a new season. Either that, or they're gonna do something like this appears, every other month or something. I don't know. I'm not sure how they're gonna do this, but yeah, that's the battle royale. It's really cool. I'm definitely gonna be playing that. I think it's really fun. Next up, one of the things that I personally, kind of complained about, I complained about that in one video that I recorded. I was fighting Hyper and Hilda, and I was complaining about how the mode not really made for solo play. They even mentioned that in the digest, Like when they made these high dragon trials, their main focus was for it to be a co-op boss thingy, not really so much a solo play. So the bosses were too difficult if you want to do solo. Like it's not impossible, it's just that it's a little more difficult. So yeah, I'm really glad that they added the solo mode as well as the co-op mode. Like for example, High Mercury back then, or at least before the 2.0 update, was like almost impossible to do it solo. Like it is possible, it's just that it's you need like really strong characters and weapons in order to beat it solo. But yeah, I literally beat High Mercury solo. Like I didn't even play it. It was on auto. Like it makes farming so much easier. Like, the way I see it, solo mode is for farming, co-op mode is for challenges. Like when I first saw this, like that they split this, I was like a little weird. Like I didn't really know how it worked. I thought they basically nerfed both modes, but no. So co-op mode, I believe, it's basically the same thing as it was before. So if you guys want to challenge, like I guarantee you, if I go to High Mercury right now, I would not be able to auto this. Like you can still get the challenge from the High Dragon Trials without actually playing solo mode. Like I can put the room in private and play on myself, and then still get the challenge from it. Yeah, so yeah, it required. Actually, no, not really. Yeah. Now I think about it, or at least now I look at it, not really, because you can't really use your team. Okay, so I see that. Okay, so I just learned that on the fly. Okay, so you can't really play it. Okay, so that's not that great. Okay, I thought that they would like fill up the slots with your own characters, and if people join you, they'll replace the characters in your slot. It's kind of like how if you guys play Opera Omnia, if you do co-op, like before, like at least in the queuing system, your party slot is filled with your own characters, and then what you call it? If people join you, they basically replace your characters with the actual person. So yeah, that's what this game should do with the co-op mode. Like for people who wants the challenge, like how the High Dragon Challenge used to be, they should do something like that where if I create my own private room, all my all my fire characters should be here instead of just my one leader character here. Like that way I can still do this solo with the challenge instead of having to always forcing me to use one character. So yeah, that's one thing I think they should add. Because like solo mode for the High Dragon Trials, like I guess now it's kind of a joke, which kind of stinks because I was really looking forward to doing a series where I was fighting these High Dragon Trials and kind of getting destroyed but also learning and having a lot of fun. So it kind of stinks that they did that. They kind of nerfed the mode. But if they add this system where they you can actually in the queuing system, all your characters are in that queuing system instead of that one character, I think it should be fine. That way you can still get the challenge while playing solo. But yeah, now this mode basically for farming. It's great for me because I haven't gotten any of the high dragon weapons. So yeah, now I can actually get them, because back then, like before, this mode wasn't really made for solo play, and for farming, I'd rather play by myself rather than doing co-op, because it takes forever to get co-op, and with co-op you actually have to play the mode where I'm like, oh man, like, well, actually no, not I think I'm not sure if you can auto in co-op in High Dragon Trials. I'm not exactly sure. I don't think you can, but in solo, like if you do it by yourself, you can actually auto it. So at least I think so. I don't remember. So yeah, I usually when I farm I put on auto. So this is a great way for me to get all the weapons. So I'm kind of mixed about this. Like part of me is like I like this a lot because now I can actually farm for these the weapons, like the materials for the weapons, and I can actually make them and get a lot stronger now. So yeah, but at the same time I don't like it because the challenge is gone. Like it's a little too easy. And I guess. I don't know. I'm still mixed about that. I don't know how to feel about this, but I like it, but I also don't like it. The competitor in me, like I don't like it because I like the challenge, but I guess I don't know, the casual in me, I guess, in this game is like I'm fine with this. Like it's great. I can farm up these weapons, get all these materials I never got before. Like this is great. I love it. So I don't know. I don't know how to feel. It's good for new players, but for veteran players, it's not really that great. But I think they did the same thing with these God, I don't know. Is it a Guido or a Guido? I don't remember. I've been pronouncing Dragalia Lost, wrong the entire time. Like I knew that was how it was pronounced. It's just that I didn't want to say it because it sounded weird. So I'm gonna try saying Dragalia Lost from now on. Same with the Gala Dragalia. Oh, it sounds gross. I don't know, but I guess these solo modes are probably got easier now. My voice just died. But yeah, I don't want the video to be too long, so overall these the updates on the or at least the advanced dragon trials and the Guido thingies, like I like them, but I also don't like them. I don't like it at the same time, so I don't know. It's I don't know. Maybe they'll fix it one day. Like say for they added just that one thing where you can actually use your own party members for the co-op. I think that kind of eliminates the the bad thing about that, like the challenge, like or adds to the challenge. So yeah, other than that, I think that's kind of about it. Like, so basically there was the whole weapon system that got updated, which we talked about. The Wyrmite system we talked about. The summoning system, the graphic like design character model thingy, the battle royale, and the whole boss battles. There's a bunch of updates they're gonna do. Like I think they're doing a time attack or something. Or made a new weapon class, the Mana Caster, which is not really anything too interesting right now because only one character in the Mana class. But once they add more characters, it would be a lot better. But for now, I think the class is pretty cool. It's about the same as at least it plays the same as a bow character thingy. I guess it's a little different. I think they do like the Mana Caster do more damage up close, and they do less damage farther away. I think so. That's the only difference, I guess. But play style is about the same. They basically just long range, whatever. So yeah, it's kind of about it for this update. Like, let me know what you guys thought about this update. Like, for the most part, I think this update is great. Like, they did so many things, they fixed so many issues, and the pros outweigh the cons essentially. And for me, the only cons that like bothered me were the Wyrmites or the Worm Prince, having only that one ability and making like half of them kind of useless. Another thing was me being lazy and not wanting to re-equip the the Worm Prince for that. That's just a me thing. Another thing was making the High Dragon Trials and the Guido, whatever those things are called, a little bit too easy. But let's say for it could be easily fixed if they made it so in co-op mode we can use our own characters as well, instead of just that one character being in the queuing system. But other than that, it's kind of about it. Like, another thing I also really wanted was for them to fix the building in the castle system to make it a lot easier to build and not so tedious. Like I don't want to keep clicking on the the facility over and over again just to level up once. Like, I want to level up like to level 40 in like one click or something like that. So yeah, I don't know. But this game definitely changed for the better. It's a lot better. And definitely, if you guys don't like something, leave a feedback or something. Like, they definitely check the feedbacks. So yeah, if you guys don't like anything, definitely let them know, and then maybe one day they'll change it or something. Like, I don't know. At least for the most part, this is great. I love it. But like before, let me know what you guys thought about this update. I just had to talk about this update because this is really cool. This video is getting really long, so I'm gonna end it like as soon as possible. But yeah, overall, let me know. I'm definitely gonna be playing this game a lot more now. Like, the biggest issue, at least for me, was I don't even know what the word is, but basically there was a wall that I basically hit in this game where I couldn't really improve because I couldn't beat the High Dragon Trial. Not that I didn't have the characters or any other equipment or something. Like, it wasn't, hard. It's just that I didn't have the skill to do it. Like, I'm basically trash at this game, so there's that wall I hit, and I didn't really feel motivated to get any stronger, basically. But having that solo system for these boss modes definitely, made it a lot easier for me to get better, basically, and probably made it a lot easier for other people too to get better. So I like that a lot. Like, it crushed the wall, and now we can keep going on and keep improving. But I don't know. But I'm still mixed about that. But anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling. Oh my god, it's so long. The next video I do will probably be summoning for Gala Zena. I thought we pronounced Xena, but I guess it's called Zena. So look forward to that video. We're gonna be polling until we have enough Wyrmsigils to pick out a character. Because I'm definitely want to try that out. So I'm gonna be polling until I can get the until I'm able to pick out a character. Hopefully the Gala characters will be in that banner with Gala Zena, like the previous Gala characters. Because if they are, we're going for Gala Alex. Because she's still really good. So also they nerfed the Vice. I never used him, but apparently they nerfed him. So oh well. He's still pretty decent, but he's not as good as he used to be. But yeah, whatever. Anyways, that's kind of about it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm done rambling. Just let me know what you guys thought. And yeah, if you guys want Dragalia Lost videos, be sure to like and subscribe button. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.